Welcome to This Week in East Brunswick. On today's program, the Spoonman visits the East Brunswick Public Library to entertain and teach children about percussion instruments. We'll stop by the India Association's celebration of India Independence Day. And on the Business Spotlight, Mayor McAvoy stops in at the M&M Bake Shop on Route 18. Officer Craig Hoover talks about new initiatives at the East Brunswick Police Department, and we'll have information from the Senior Citizen Center and upcoming programs at the library, so stay with us.
Well, I came out here to entertain and talk a little bit about reading and to entertain people about using spoons as a musical instrument or percussion instrument. I would call myself a musical interactive comedian.
All right, this is my impression of a heavy metal spoon player. Do you know what heavy metal music is? I am going to show you a heavy metal spoon player.
From what I've researched, since there have been eating utensils developed by man, people have been slapping them together. So, which means way back to the Egyptian times, people were clacking spoons of some sort together. Well, when I was 9 years old, I wanted a drum set, and my mom and dad wouldn't buy me one. So the spoons became my imaginary drum set that I never got. Well, I've been playing for 28 years professionally by the grace of God. We got the two spoons, right? Put them back to back. And you got to have a space in between the two spoons in order to get that click sound. So a lot of people will put their pointer finger in between the two spoons, making a space. Then when you hit down, you get a click, and you hit up, you get a click. But the key is having the space in between the two spoons. Like I said earlier today, I had the 3 secrets, and that's saying no to drugs, getting an education, and then, for the kids, listening to their parents. Those 3 secrets, anything's possible. I work all over the United States. Yeah, this tour's about a couple weeks long. Well, for me, it's breaking the barrier between the performer and the audience. When you can have that one-on-one interaction, just makes things a little bit more personal, a little bit more intimate, I think. Making people smile and leaving a positive message. I can't ask for more than that. Well, I think music is just a way of opening oneself up to, artistic flow in your life. And there's definitely a lot of benefits, and there are, good quality and healthy benefits to being involved with music of any sort, whether it's musical programming or different various instruments. I think it's very good for the brain, and I think it helps one with educational development. My website, where I have my DVD that I sell on how to play the spoons. So the website's getspooned.com. Well, I've heard from people, the first thing they do is they go home to the kitchen drawer and grab out a pair of spoons. As far as what to get out of, I want them to remember my secrets I talked about, and I want to show them this art form, which is kind of getting lost in technology, the simplicity of this type of art, the spoon playing art form.
tonight in the East Brunswick Public Library to celebrate Indian Independence Day, and today is the 70th anniversary of India independence. So tell me a little bit about what's happening today in the library, what activities are going to happen tonight.
Tonight we are going to have music and dance, some activities for kids and some activities for seniors. And as always, we have got food, delicious Indian food. We are doing Rangoli, and this Rangoli will be presented at the mall.
India's Independence Day is an extremely special world event, and not simply because that on that day India became independent, but also it gave the world a new way of fighting for civil rights. And that is what the message of India Independence Day is. When we celebrate this event, we celebrate the might of people. We are so connected with the US Constitution, because when India's Constitution was written, really the blueprint was the US Constitution, along with a lot of other constitutions from around the world. So I feel we're very connected with the US because of that and because of the principles we share, and the celebration of Independence Day is all the more special for me, and I enjoy it very much.
So tell me a little bit about your goal in having the organization meet today. This is not the first year you've been doing this in East Brunswick. I know you've been doing it.
We have been doing it for the past 10 years, and 10 years back, and Nancy Penkin, when she was a councilwoman here in East Brunswick Township, she came and presented at the proclamation. And we are very happy to have her here. And our goal is to share the rich culture and tradition of India, and for our younger generations to know about Indian culture. And our goal is for diversity.
Well, Middlesex County is one of the most diverse counties in the nation, so it's very important for us to all be able to come together and share those cultures so that everybody is educated to why they're important and express the beautiful parts of the culture. And India is a very colorful, has a very long history, and it's something that we value and treasure. And I think the more we do these events, the more people have really appreciated the diversity in the culture.
Yeah. So this helps the community at large understand, appreciate our Indian culture and traditions. Our goal is to provide a path for success for the students and we involve them in community service, and we make them better citizens.
So it's great to be here today with the association, and we're very happy to have again another year that we're celebrating the diversity and the independence of India.
And thank you all, and thanks to the East Brunswick Public Library and East Brunswick Municipality, and especially the Middlesex County Cultural and Heritage Commission, which encourages all such activities and give us grants. Thank you.
Thank you.
We're outside the M&M Bake Shop with the Del Ponte family, as well as Greg Pakulski, our engineering director, and Jack Lane, our business administrator, to welcome the M&M Bake Shop to the Route 18 corridor. We're looking forward to years and years of baking success. Linda and I are going to cut the ribbon, so on the count of 3, let's watch our fingers. Ready? Everybody ready? 1, 2, 3. Yeah! It's great for you to join the business community here on 18, and we're really happy to have you here. Why don't you tell our audience a little bit about the bake shop?
Sure. We are 5 generations of bakers. This is one of 3 stores opened by the Del Ponte family. I also have a mother and father who have a bakery in Brooklyn, so we spread from the Brooklyn area all the way to the Jersey Shore. We decided Route 18 was the perfect spot, so here we are.
Talking about that Brooklyn background, I was in last week for some cakes, and there was a buzz amongst some of the customers about the Brooklyn flavor coming into East Brunswick. Could you talk about that a little bit?
Sure. I think there's nothing like Brooklyn. Born and raised, so I that's my roots, and I love it. New Jersey is a new home for me, and I absolutely love it too. Smaller scale, small town, and I'm getting used to it, but not much different. People enjoy everything Brooklyn, I think, in terms of food, so I'm glad to bring a little of that Brooklyn flavor right here to East Brunswick. This seems like a perfect spot in the middle of New York and the Jersey Shore, but I think it's perfect if you're on your morning commute, you want to take a little spin back around. I know it's not on Route 18 North, but there's a cute little U-turn, comes right into the bakery, then there's a little U-turn out right outside of the bakery, so stop in for your coffee in the morning. It's perfect on your way home, so I think it's great.
Why don't you tell our audience about some of the things that you offer? And I'm sure that there are some specialty areas that you'd like to share too.
Sure. So we are an Italian bakery. We have everything from anything as American as an American apple pie to strawberry shortcakes, French macaroons, Italian butter cookies. We have rainbow cookies, cheesecake. I personally love cupcakes. It's what I've been doing for about the past year. So we have over 130 flavors, and that continues to grow. Our jumbo-sized cupcakes, they feed about 2 if you'd like to have one. I certainly do, so indulge. We have a vast variety, anything from red velvet, carrot cake, to right now our most famous is our triple threat. It's 3 kinds of chocolate with vanilla cake. They're all jumbo-filled and iced with just as much as filling as there is on top is in the middle. It's fantastic.
And how about the baking? Is all the baking done here on site?
Yes, all the baking is done here on site. For the few people who don't know what this was, it was a bike shop. So when the residents come in and say, oh, where they repaired the bikes, is that where you're baking? That's exactly where we're baking. So yes.
And how about cookies? Cookies seem to be a real popular item with the children. Do you specialize in cookies in particular?
We do specialize in cookies. We also have Italian cookies for adults. If you like pignoli cookies or coconut macaroons, we have those as well. If you can chew, we have a cookie for you.
And how about if the customers want to come in and have a specialty order? Can they come in and do that?
Yes. Well, lucky enough, we have our first orders for some wedding cakes. Those are our first custom cakes. We can do any birthday cake. You bring us a picture, we will accommodate. As far as flavors and fillings, they are in a rye, and there's just so many. We can do anything from fillings, from fruit to custards, puddings. We're here for all of your custom needs. So we are on Twitter. We at M&M Bake Shop. We are on Instagram, and we love for people to come in and tag us and tell us that you're here and tell us what you love and tag us in your photos. So Instagram, it's M&M Bake Shop as well. Our website is mmbakeshopnewjersey.com, because there are other M&M Bake Shops. Who would have thunk it? And as far as Facebook, it's the same, M&M Bake Shop. Right now we're closed on Mondays, and we're open from 9 a.m. to 10 p.m. Tuesday through Sunday.
So for Linda Del Ponte, I'm Kevin McAvoy, the mayor of East Brunswick. Our spotlight on business. Come on down and grab some tasty cakes.
Welcome to this edition of Street Smart. I'm Patrolman Craig Hoover with the East Brunswick Police Department's Project 18 Community Policing Unit. The East Brunswick Police Department wanted to make residents aware of some of our new initiatives for 2016. In January of 2016, the department began a joint venture with our Opiate Outreach Initiative. Partnering with our local Municipal Drug Alliance, SOBA College Recovery, and PARI, the Police Assisted Addiction Recovery Initiative, we sought to address the population of residents battling opiate addiction. This program allows the police department to proactively reach out to residents or their families who are in need of advice or treatment, so that may be put in touch with treatment centers or persons who can assist with addiction or dependency-related matters. This program runs through the department's Community Policing Unit and contacts residents whom are identified as being at risk through repetitive drug-related offenses, overdoses, or via officer referrals to the unit. In May, the police department also created a safe exchange zone to assist residents in conducting their online transactions deriving from sites such as Craigslist or eBay in the safe environment of a municipal court parking lot next to police headquarters. This site is under video surveillance by the police department, and proximity to police headquarters is meant to increase the public's peace of mind while engaging in such transactions with unfamiliar individuals. The Safe Exchange Zone is another way the police department is trying to keep the safety of the public in mind, given the advances in technology and the internet. The designated Safe Exchange Zone will be available to the public from 8:30 a.m. to 11 p.m., 7 days a week, in the municipal parking lot next to police headquarters. Coming up in the next few months, the police department will also be making some small changes to our website, which will enable residents to more easily notify the police department when they are planning to be away on vacation, when their house may be vacant for periods of time. And lastly, the police department is also expanding our Blue Angel program, which looks to encourage residents to download online applications to address personal needs regarding their household members related to developmental disabilities, seniors who suffer from dementia or Alzheimer's disease, or seniors who live alone and may require frequent welfare checks. Once the completed application is received, the information will be recorded with the department's 911 dispatch center in an effort to tailor our response capabilities to the residents or individual. The information provided will aid in officers tailoring their interactions between persons with a disability or by expediting the rendering of aid on welfare checks, thus reducing unneeded property damage by forcing entry into the residence. The Blue Angel program also runs in conjunction with our promotion of the use of autism wallet cards through www.children'sautism.org. justdigit.org. The purpose of the wallet cards is to help individuals identify themselves in the event of an encounter with the police or other first responders, and assist officers in understanding some of the challenges the person may display. The cards also include emergency contact information. Thank you for watching. I am Patrolman Craig Hoover with the East Brunswick Police Department's Community Policing Unit. Remember to be street smart.
Hi, I'm Sharon Riley Morosi, Assistant Director for the East Brunswick Department on Aging, and this is the Voice of Experience. As a licensed professional counselor, I've been helping people cope with loss and grief for more than 30 years. I invite East Brunswick residents 60 years of age and older who've lost a loved one within the past 2 years to join me for a 6-week bereavement support group called Hope and Healing. The group will begin Thursday, September 8th from 10:30 a.m. to 12 noon at the East Brunswick Senior Center and run for 6 consecutive Thursday mornings. The loss of a loved one is a traumatic and life-altering event. It's a time of upheaval and confusion. Hope and Healing is an educational and supportive discussion group designed to help you cope in a safe, caring, and confidential environment during this difficult time. The topics include, but are not limited to, truths about grief, the tasks of healing, the emotions that accompany loss, who are you after this loss, taking care of yourself, as well as your concerns for the future. I encourage you to take this step in your grief journey and join me for Hope and Healing. I know you won't regret it. In order for me to prepare enough materials for the group, I ask that you register with me by September 2nd. If you would like more information about Hope and Healing and any other programs and services available through the East Brunswick Department on Aging and Senior Center, then please call us at 732-390-6896. And remember, the East Brunswick Department on Aging is here to help you and yours age successfully.
Hi, I'm Melissa Hosick, and I invite you to attend one of our upcoming September events for adults at the East Brunswick Public Library. All are open to the public. On Wednesday, September 7th at 7 p.m., web consultant Gary Cohen will teach you how to run a successful Kickstarter crowdfunding campaign. On Wednesday, September 14th at 7 p.m., bring your digital SLR camera and learn the basics of photography with Bill Blanchard. Registration is required for this program as seats are limited. On Wednesday, September 21st at 7 p.m., learn how to use meditation to transform your thoughts with speaker Jim Rose. On Thursday, September 29th at 7 p.m., join Love to Brew for an introductory lesson on home brewing, including beer, wine, cider, and mead. To learn about our other upcoming events, such as dance workshops, film festivals, and more, visit ebpl.org/calendar or follow us on social media. We hope to see you in September.
Hi everyone, I'm Alicia Joy Bloom, and I'm here to tell you a little bit about some of the great events coming up at the East Brunswick Elks Lodge, number 2370. On August 27th from 8 p.m. to midnight, in association with the New Dawn Experience, the Blue Notes will be performing their greatest hits. Hits like If You Don't Know Me By Now, The Love I Lost, and many more. Tickets are $30 in advance, $35 at the door, and $45 for preferred seating. Also appearing will be LaToya with PC and the DJ and Company. This event is hosted by comedian Willie Asbury. You don't want to miss out on all this fun. Food will be available as well as a cash bar. A percentage of the proceeds will benefit the Youth Activities Committee, what we do helping East Brunswick and our youth. Come on out and support your local organization, the East Brunswick Elks Lodge number 2370, the Lodge on the Lake, and support all our charities and fundraisers as well. We do it all for a great time, and we do it all for a great cause. Hope to see you all there. Thank you.